Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Welcome again in another important discussion. Today I am going to explain how the different kinds of quadrilaterals are related to each other. That is the relation between the different kinds of quadrilateral. So before going to explaining the different kinds of quadrilateral and their relation, so first we have to define what are quadrilaterals. So we know the definition of quadrilateral. A four-sided polygon is called quadrilateral. If a polygon has four sides, then it will be called as quadrilateral. But also we know the definition of polygon. Polygon is the simple closed curve entirely made up of line segment. Here in this slide, in the left and right side of the slide, we are looking at different kinds of figure. Each figure has four sides. Here this figure has this figure has one, two, three, four side. This has also four side, this has also four side, this has also four side, this has also four side. So they are four sided polygon and they are quadrilateral. Also they have their own name, special name. This figure has a special name since this figure has two side parallel, this side and this side is parallel. So these two sides are parallel to each other. So this four-sided polygon is called trapezium, and this four-sided polygon is called parallelogram. Since each pair of opposite side are parallel. Here these two sides, this side are parallel, this side and this side are parallel, so it is called parallelogram. And this is called rectangle since all the angles are of equal length, all the angle equal measure, equal measure, all the angle are of equal measure, and all sides are parallel and equal. Each pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal and parallel. This side and this side parallel and equal. And this is called rhombus since all the sides of this four-sided polygon is equal. All the sides are of equal length. This is called rhombus. And last, this polygon has four sides and every side are of equal length and every angle are of each angle are of equal measure. This angle and this angle are of equal measure. This is called square since all all these figure has four sides, all this figure have four sides, so they are called quadrilateral. As already they are trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus and square. So they have special name, but they are quadrilateral. So we can say that all trapezium, rhombus, rectangle and square are quadrilateral. We have written a note here. Any trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus and square are also quadrilateral. Here I have drawn different circle. The greatest circle denotes the represent the family of quadrilateral. If greatest circle denote the or represent the family of quadrilateral, then this trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, square, rhombus will belong to the family of quadrilateral. They cannot cross out from the family of quadrilateral. So they should be inside the boundary of quadrilateral, family of the boundary of the family of quadrilateral. Here in this slide I will explain the relation of trapezium with other quadrilaterals, parallelogram, rectangle, square and rhombus. So we know the definition of trapezium. The definition of trapezium is that a quadrilateral will be called as trapezium if at least one pair of sides are parallel. So we have understood the definition of trapezium. What will needed for a quadrilateral to be a trapezium, we have understood it. So a trapezium, a quadrilateral will be called as trapezium if it has two parallel sides. This sorry. So I have drawn two figures. These and these two sides are parallel to each other. Here in this figure, these and these two sides are parallel to each other, so these two are also trapezium. Here in the parallelogram, this side and this side are parallel to each other, so in this parallelogram can be considered as trapezium. But also parallelogram has another pair of side parallel, but to be a trapezium it requires only at least one pair of side, but it has um, two pair of opposite side. Only it is enough to be trapezium to if it has two a pair of sides are parallel. In the rectangle, here this side and this side are parallel, and this side and this side are also parallel, but to be trapezium at least one side, one pair of sides should be parallel. It has enough, it has enough it has enough property to be a trapezium. So it has two pair of opposite sides are of parallel. Two pair of sides will, if parallel, then this will not affect anything. We have defined the trapezium. A quadrilateral, if a quadrilateral has only at least one, so we have two, it is enough. Now in the next figure, this side and this side are parallel, this side are parallel, so it is also trapezium. Since we have the definition of trapezium, side should be parallel, opposite side, at least one opposite pair of sides should be parallel. Here in the square, this side parallel, so it can be considered as a trapezium. So we can conclude that any parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus or square are also trapezium. So here see, in the boundary of trapezium, what are there? Parallelogram is there, rectangle is there, square is there, rhombus is there, so they are also trapezium. Now we will relate the parallelogram with other uh, quadrilaterals. Here this figure is parallelogram. Parallelogram. A quadrilateral will be parallelogram if all sides are parallel. If each pair of sides are parallel. This side parallel, and this side should be parallel. So then it will be called as parallelogram. Now what will be the relation between parallelogram and the other quadrilaterals? So this is parallelogram, enough. So now let us check one by one. This is a rectangle. It's this side are parallel, this side are parallel to each other, so this is also a parallelogram. Now the rhombus has two side, all side equal, and each pair of opposite side are parallel. This side parallel, this side parallel, so it is also a parallelogram. Now the square, this side parallel, this side parallel, so it is also a parallelogram. So what will happen? All each or we can say any rectangle, rhombus or square, each rectangle, square and rhombus are also parallelogram. We can say all square are parallelogram, all rhombus are parallelogram, all rectangles are parallelogram. Now let us define rectangle and rhombus. Rectangle is a quadrilateral whose all angles are of equal, that is each angle are of are 90 degree, that is right angle, each angle are right angle, each angle are of equal measure, each angle are of equal measure, then this will be called as rectangle. Yeah. Let us check whether a rhombus can be rectangle or not. No, rhombus cannot be rectangle because this angle and this angle are equal and equal to each other, and this angle and this angle equal to each other. They are not right angle. In rectangle, all angles should be equal and right angle. This is not right angle. This is not right angle. This is not right angle. That is 90 degree. This is also not a right angle. Now, what is the relation between square and rectangle? Since all the angles of a rectangle should be right angle, here in in the square each angle are of equal measure, and each angle is 90 degrees. So all the squares are rectangle. Here the family of rectangle, here the family of rectangle, sorry, here the family of rectangle, this is the family of rectangle. All the square, they are square, all square belongs to rectangle, all the squares belongs to rectangle. In the same way, we have seen the definition of rhombus. If all sides of a quadrilateral are of equal length, then it will called rhombus. Here, here in this figure, this is rhombus. Here in the right side, this is rhombus. Its all sides are equal. A square has also its sides equal. Means all sides are of equal length. A square has all sides are of equal length. So this is a square is also rhombus. So every square can be considered as rhombus, but every rhombus cannot be considered as square. So every square will belong to the family of rhombus. Here look at the family of rhombus. Here it is the family of rhombus, and all square here these are square. This square belongs to the family of this rhombus. So finally we can say that all square are rectangle, also all square are rhombus. So thanks for watching the video.